So, got my drink. I'm loaded up. On my way to Lawrence, fucking Kansas. So, I don't know if you can hear it, but the little town I'm in is getting serenaded by a trumpeter. I don't know if you can hear him. See if it'll let me switch. Oh, well, let me switch. He's there. His name is Bob. Bob's a nice guy. Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas. Now, I know you can't see it, but it's there. The home of KU basketball, KU Med, the Dole Center, the Lead Center, which is actually really cool. Mr. Atwood and I got to go listen to Neil Gaiman speak. That was cool. A couple different powwows, Haskell University, and if you're a real connoisseur of SCA rattan helmets, it's also the home of Nutwolf Armory. If we're lucky, Richard might be here tonight. So one of the things when you're going and finding a place to go, finding an SCA group, trying to get started, winter is harder. Sometimes these places don't, shires and different groups, they don't have an indoor site for over the winter. They kind of hibernate for a little while, then they spring up in a park. You never know. You got to look around. You got to be patient. Sometimes they just don't meet as often. So for where we're at, Lawrence, it's actually the home of the Shire of Carlsbad, one of the oldest shires in the state of Kansas, and also one of the oldest shires in the Kingdom of Calontir. So it's been around for a while. Lots of stuff goes on. Currently, for the winter, they meet at a school. They use the gym. They alternate between rattan and cut and thrust practices. Cut and thrust practices. Tonight's cut and thrust. I don't know what else they've got going on. That's another unfortunate thing about SCA is sometimes a lot of things are focused around the fighting. So you got to find the other stuff that's going on. Some places that are large enough and can support it have arts and science nights, they have populous nights, they have other activities going on. It's all a matter of where you live. Also, it can be a matter of sometimes you got to drive to it. Like for me, within 45 minutes to an hour, maybe an hour and a half, I have 4 different practices I can go to. I can go to here in Lawrence. I can go to Kansas City. I can go to Manhattan, which is my hometown. And I can also go to Topeka, which is the outside where I currently live. So we'll see what else I can get for you tonight, and then we'll talk a little bit more about me and why I'm doing this. Why am I doing this?
Kansas City. Oh, they're from Kansas. It's like a Cirque du Soleil type. It's pretty long. They're more advanced than like our local circus school people.
Which is done now. It's not offensive. Is it like a fight thing now?
No, it's in bigger space now. She's got a bigger area.
Ah,
She's
okay.
got a bigger area and she's not actually working herself. She's only teaching out of her house and she's got like 6 ladies who can close her.
Holy shit.
She's doing good. She's making it. And basically
Really flat.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
There's an incidental hearing. When our hands
I
are
mean,
to it.
it's something for her. She's not paying
Well, you got me on the back,
nearly
so.
as much as she would for like something of this size.
Ah, we don't do nothing for this.
But she uses it all the time.
Okay, so the rest of the week isn't exactly going to plan. What you just saw was a little bit of the cut and thrust practice from Lawrence. It was kind of a quiet night. There weren't a whole lot of people there. It happens. Weather was starting to play a important factor. People weren't able to come in for personal reasons. Otherwise, we probably would have had quite a few more people, like more guys, people fighting. So cut and thrust is presumed to be unarmed combatants with swords, kind of like when you get towards later into the period where people may be armed, but they're not wearing their armor. So they have different rules than the rattan fighters do. I'm not really going to get into the fighting too much because there's lots and lots of that out there. You see, I'm just out of the shower. We had some ice and snow come in last night, so dealing with snow days at work and all that stuff. So, but I did say we're going to talk about why I do this. So I've been involved with the SCA off and on since I was 16, way back in 1991. So I've kind of run the gauntlet of all the different things you can run into. I've been trying to be involved in this thing we call a hobby. From being a teenager that didn't have parents that were also involved, to being a college student, no money, young married guy with a family, also doing it, for a while with a spouse that wasn't really interested. Now I have been divorced and remarried, so current spouse actually is involved, although has moments where they don't want to be either. So what I want to do now, though, is try and help all those people that have been where I've been. Just for a good chunk of it, I was on my own trying to figure out how am I going to do it, working with friends that were in similar situations, just kind of making my way through. So hopefully these videos will allow me to reach out farther than just the hometown, things like that, and help other people out. Whether it's a high schooler, going through and really involved in history, really likes history, wants to do it, sees the guys in armor in the park just like I did, wants to put that stuff on and go play, to the college kids in theater and drama and stuff like that see all the other stuff. I want to learn how to do that. Or my second oldest daughter, she's a theater major, but she wants to learn some of the stuff behind the scenes so that she can make her productions better. There are a lot of unrecognized experts in a lot of fields in the SCA that know a lot about costume, music, textiles, you name it. They're the people you'd go to. You just don't know they're there. So we're going to try and find some of them. So my name is Jason Polinsky, and in the society I'm known as Moonhides the Sun, the Skraeling of Callantyr. Callantyr makes up Kansas, Nebraska, Missouri, part of Iowa, and a little bit of Arkansas. So we're going to do some traveling. We're going to try and go places, go to events, meet people, talk to them, see the things beyond just the fighting, and kind of go from there. Hopefully you enjoy these, and if you guys need help, I'll leave some contact information down in the thing they call the doobly-doo, and ask questions. If you need help, I don't mind helping. So talk to you later.